Very interesting, yes. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I was just reading about frogs here in my study. That's the place where I study things. Hey, do you want to see every frog in the world really fast? Okay, let's do it. I'm going to hold it open and we're going to flip through as fast as we can. And wow, I think you saw them all. All right, friends. Let's read what we're going to do today. I have a list, so I won't forget anything. Today's message is from 10 Gallon to Chi-Chi. 10 Gallon to Chi-Chi says, hello, today we will, 1, ride in the little red wagon. All right, everyone hop in your little red wagons and get ready to ride. And don't forget to bring your hammer in case something breaks and goes wrong. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
All right, let's get in our little red wagons. Bouncing up and down in my little red wagon. Bouncing up and down in my little red wagon. Bouncing up and down in my little red wagon. Won't you be my darling?
Woo!
Down the hill and around the corner. Down the hill and around the corner.
Whoa!
Down the hill and around the corner.
Whoa!
Won't you be my darling?
Hey, what's up?
Uh-oh.
Cool hat.
The wheel fell off and the wagon tipped over.
Whoa!
The wheel fell off and the wagon tipped over.
Whoa!
The wheel fell off and the wagon tipped over.
Whoa!
Won't you be my darling?
Oh.
All right, get out your hammer.
Get your
We're gonna
hammer.
Fix it. I'm gonna fix it with my little hammer. I'm gonna fix it with my little hammer. I'm gonna fix it with my little hammer. Won't you be my darling? All right, get back in those wagons.
Okay.
Bouncing up and down in my little red wagon. Bouncing up and down in my little red wagon. Bouncing up and down in my little red wagon. Won't you be my darling?
Woo! What a fun ride down to Storytown. Hey, come closer, because I think it's time to read a story. Let's see what we're going to read about today. Here. All right. Now, the next thing on our list to do, according to 10 Gallon to Chi-Chi, is, we need to read a story called Lenny and Lucy by one of my favorite authors, Philip C. Stead. And then, number 3 is, make a pillow, pal. Can't wait to find out what that is. Now, in today's story, Lenny and Lucy, you can see that, look, this family is driving through the woods, and it looks like a dad and a tiny boy and a scruffy dog, and all their stuff is tied to the top of their car. Do you know why? It's because they're moving. And if you look really closely into the boy's eyes, you might be able to see that the boy is sad about moving, right? Now, in addition to being sad about moving, the boy is also a little bit afraid of the woods. So let's find out what this boy does to make themselves feel better about moving and what they're going to do about moving deep into the woods. This is Lenny and Lucy by Philip C. Stead and illustrated by Aaron E. Stead. Oh, look who we have here. Ooh, ooh. Because of course, owls live in the forest. There's one tiny leaf there too. Lenny and Lucy. Winding along a bumpy road through the dark and unfriendly woods, Peter said, "I think this is a terrible idea." There they are, going through that thick forest. And there's Peter in the back of the car, thinking about what a terrible idea it is to move here. And when they finally left the woods and stood safely on the other side of a wooden bridge, Peter said, "This house is not as good as our old house. I want to go back." But no one heard except for Harold, who was only a dog and couldn't do much about it, even though he wanted to. So there they are on the other side of the bridge. He's wanting to go back to his old house. And there's Dad moving into the new house. Oh, and hey, I see somebody we met on the first page. Woo-hoo! Do you see them? Oh, Harold was a good dog. At least Harold has a friend, right? There he is munching a cookie, looking back at that bridge. Oh, and look, there they are looking at the bridge, this time inside their new house. Maybe this is Harold's new room. Peter's new room. At night, Peter and Harold looked from the upstairs window past the wooden bridge, out into the dark woods. Terrible things hid in the trees. Neither Peter nor Harold slept at all. They're scared about what's out there. What do you think is out there? So, the next day, look what Peter made. It's a big stack of pillows and blankets. The next day, Peter made a tall pile of pillows. And after they'd toppled the pile 6 times, Peter ran inside to find just the right blankets. He stitched and he sewed and he wrapped the pile up. And he's trying to shut it with string. Then he pushed and pulled and kneaded and wrapped the pillows up like dough. What do you think he's making out of all those pillows and blankets on the other side of that bridge? Oh, wow. Are you ready to see it? Look at that. It's big. Now, when he was done, he named it Lenny, Guardian of the Bridge. Can everyone say, "Hi, Lenny, Guardian of the Bridge"? "Lenny will guard the bridge," said Peter, "and keep the dark woods on the other side where they belong." And Harold wagged his tail. And that means he was happy. Oh, and look, there he is out there, guarding even during the night. Peter and Harold watched from the upstairs window. They felt safe knowing that Lenny was there. He guarded the bridge, silently, patiently, but with no one to keep him company. Lenny looks a little lonely as the single leaf on the tree. Do you think Lenny is lonely? Asked Peter. And then they worried about Lenny and his loneliness. Maybe they're coming up with an idea of something to do. And no one slept at all because they were so worried about Lenny. So, the next day, Peter brought breakfast to Lenny. Do you see what it is? It looks like a tiny piece of toast. He brought Lenny breakfast, toast and jam, and a glass of milk. Then Peter gathered up all the leaves on the ground and made a tall pile. And after they'd leapt into the pile 7 times, Peter ran inside to find just the right blankets. And he pushed and pulled and kneaded and wrapped up the leaves like dough. All the leaves. Oh, and when he was done, he named her Lucy. And Lucy was a very good friend to Lenny. So now the pillow friends won't be lonely. So kind. Oh, and look, there they are, guarding the bridge together in the dark. Everyone slept, and the dark woods stayed on the other side of the bridge, where they belonged. Ooh, ooh. Do you see the owl? Well, the next day, Peter, Harold, Lenny, and Lucy played a game of marbles. Harold was champion, everyone agreed. And for lunch, they ate vegetable soup. And after vegetable soup, Peter began a collection of rocks. There are their soup bowls. There's the marbles. And here's the beginning of the rock collection, right? The others sat a while watching the woods and wondering about the things that they couldn't see. Oh, there's someone new, look. Have you ever seen an owl? Asked Millie. A new character. Look, this is Millie. Do you see what she's holding in her hands? Binoculars. And she wants to know if they've ever seen an owl. Have you seen an owl in this story? Millie lived next door. She had binoculars that everyone could share. And she had a bag of marshmallows, too. No, said Peter. I've never seen an owl. Harold hadn't either. Maybe they can go owl watching together. Maybe they can be friends, just like Lenny and Lucy are friends. And look, it looks like another friendship is happening here too. Neighbors meeting. So Peter, Harold, Lenny, Lucy, and Millie sat together, watching out for interesting things. Because there are so many interesting things in the forest, right? And there they are, observing them together. How fun! What a cozy picture. Harold chased a squirrel or two. Ruff, 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 ruff. And all the while, even after the lights were out, the dark woods stayed on the other side of the bridge, where they belonged. And that is the end of Lenny and Lucy by Philip C. Stead. And that takes us to the last item on our list. Make a pillow pal. Are you ready? The first thing you're going to need is one pillow. I have one here and I got it off my couch. Now, in the story, the character dressed the pillow with blankets. But I'm going to put mine in this really cool red t-shirt. I think it'll give my pillow pal a lot of personality because this is kind of like a Western shirt with a lot of fringe on it. And I think it will make the pillow want to dance. Woohoo! All right, now that my pillow is dressed, I think that it's going to need 2 eyes so it can watch out. So there's 1, 2 eyes, 2 bright, happy eyes, right? Can you see? Very good. And my pillow person, I decided, is also going to be a pig pillow person. So I put a little pig snout on mine. Now, I think my pillow person is just missing one more thing. And that is a really cool hat. And there we go. Oh, and in the book, they named their pillow people Lucy and Lenny. So I think I'm going to name my pillow person Giuseppe. All right. Everyone say bye, Giuseppe. Goodbye, everybody. All right. I hope you have fun making a pillow person for your house to look out and keep you safe. And I will be back next time with another great story. Bye, friends.